Hey guys, I've gotten a few questions about the geometry project, so I just kind of wanted to go through a bit of it for you. So the first thing is there's a whole bunch of ways that you can have this submitted. So I've started to outline some of them here, like if you've already done them on paper and you want to take pictures or you want to scan them in and you want to get me your full worksheets that way, that's perfectly fine. If you want to do a mixture of the digital worksheets and the graphing and just upload the pictures of the things that you have graphed, that's perfectly fine too. And if you have another suggestion on how you can get it to me, just go ahead and send me an email and we can talk about it through email about any other suggestions. But if worst comes to worst, you have all of the digital worksheets that you can complete. So down here, we have our digital worksheets in GoFormative. But if you need to do the graphing, we have the graphing critters right here. So we're going to click on it. And unfortunately, you are going to have to make a copy before you are able to actually work with it. So you would come up here and you'd go File, Make a Copy, and you'd select the entire presentation. So again, we're going to pick File, Make a Copy, and do the entire presentation. And then you can either take screenshots of all of your completed graphs, or you can go ahead and you can just upload all of your completed graphs to the assignment page, and I'll check out your assignment page as well. So again, make sure that you make a copy before doing anything else. Otherwise, you're just going to be able to view it. So for the first critter, you're going to have the assignment in GoFormative next to it with all the directions. But for critter 2 and critter 3, you can see that I went ahead and I put the information on the page for you. And if this is getting in your way, you can click on this little arrow over here, and that'll increase the area for you a little bit. So the other thing that I've added are these little lines to kind of help you. So in class, we were using rulers to kind of help us find where the marking is. So for our eyes, we know we're on 14. So again, remember the first number is going along the x-axis. So I can drag my purple line to the 14, and then I have 23. And remember, that's the y-axis one. So I can drag my red line to the 23. And then where they meet, I can go ahead and I can take my eye and I can put it right there. So similarly with the nose, I have 17. So again, that's my X. So I'm going to go ahead and move my purple line to be on the 17. And then I have 19 over here. So I'm just going to grab my Y-axis and I'm going to move that to 19. So again, my red line helps me figure out my y-axis number, which is the second number, and my purple line will help me figure out my x-axis, which is the first number. So then all I have to do is grab a point and move it to where I need it to be. So the next thing that I'm going to do is just move these out of the way. And I'm going to show you how you can go about connecting. Because if you read, all the instructions say to go ahead and connect the points. So I'm just going to bring the points on. Again, it doesn't mean that these are where the points are supposed to be, but I'm just going to bring them here. Having the points actually really helps you to make the lines. All you have to do is come up here to the line tool. And then you'll see that when I kind of hover over one of these points or my eye, it already kind of selects it for me. So all I have to do is click and then drag. And again, it'll select it the closer I get, and then release. And you can see that I have a line right there. Again, I can come up and I can make the line again. So I can click and I can drag to get my line together, come up to get my next line, click and drag to get my line together. And then it's up to you. If you want to go ahead and you want to change some of the lines, you can. So if I click on it, the line itself, you'll see that there are a few different options up here. So I can make it thicker. I can change the color of my line too if I want to match my lines to what the points are. But there's a whole bunch of different options for you there. The next part that I would want to do is I would want to take a screenshot. Again, keep in mind that if you cannot get the images, again, you can use pictures, like actual pictures using a camera or using your Chromebook. You can use scanned, you can do screenshots. Any way you can to get your pictures to me is great. Okay, so once you have your screenshot, you can go ahead and you can enter into the GoFormative. And if we scroll down, we see that the first thing that we want you to do is go ahead and upload a picture. Again, you can upload the picture if you've completed them online, or if you have pictures of them and you can't get them into the GoFormative, you can always upload your pictures, your scanned files, or your completed Google document with all the graphs to the actual geometry project page. As long as I see your pictures and all of the worksheets, you will be good to go. So in order to upload a picture, all you have to do is go and show our work. And then over here, there's a little picture icon. If I click on that, it'll allow me to go ahead and select a picture from my computer. So we can see that here's my little critter right here that I had taken a picture of. And it'll go ahead and it'll put this on the page. So then I can go ahead and I can use this tool right here in order to click on it and then make it bigger if I want to. When you're done, all you have to do is press done and that'll save it for me. So then you're just going to use your picture and scroll down. So looking at the mean body, you might want to keep going between your picture that you actually have graphed and the answers here. So determine the angles of the mean body creature. So I tried to make as many multiple choice or short answer as possible. So here we have a table that you can use in order to answer some of the questions here. Some of them are going to ask you to give me as much information as possible to explain. So writing like a sentence or two. And at the very end, when you are complete, you should be able to submit it. So again, for this project, remember, I should see all 4 parts of your assignment. So we had Geometry Critter 1, Geometry Critter 2, and Geometry Critter 3. We also had the origami angles assignment. So make sure that you have all 4 parts submitted to this. So you should have all 4 worksheets either turned in on paper, and I sent an email letting you know what worksheets I have on paper. So you should have all 4 worksheets either turned in on paper, turned in digitally. And then remember, for your pictures of your graphs, you can use the Google Slides, or you can do scanned copies from your paper worksheets, or you can take pictures of your paper worksheets. If you have any questions, please send me an email letting me know, and I'll try to help you out as best as possible. Enjoy your day, guys.